Hello everyone, it's Buck again. Because I'm one of the professional streamers out there in this world, I completely forgot to unmute my microphone while streaming Buckshot for Until You Fall. So what I thought I'd do is I'd put a commentary track over the top of the original video so I can try and remember what I was saying, but it's unlikely that's going to happen. So yes, Until You Fall was what we did for Buckshot this week. Oh look, there's me wearing my wonderful Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt. With thing, look at me, I'm so excited, and none of you can hear me. This is ridiculous. No one's going to watch this, are they? But yeah, I'm an idiot. It's as simple as that. So basically, we're saying what we said at the beginning of every Buckshot. We're going to put 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to try this. I've got my phone in my hand, which I use for my stream deck. That's going to keep me being able to change scenes nice and easily. That's me talking to my Google Assistant to set the timer. And we change the scene and hop into the game. So I'm using the index controllers, as you can see. So, Until You Fall, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Lovely colour palette. Everything really pops in the sort of thing as well. I noticed there that the Vive controller was shown instead of the index one, so they haven't added index support. Again, haven't played the game before, starting a brand new game, let's see how we go. You get to choose obviously for vignetting. I don't want vignetting, I know how to play VR games, and we hop into the game. This is ridiculous, me having to do this. Learn to unmute your microphone, you fool. There the game, as you can hear, says I'm a champion. I hold my hands up because I am a champion because I don't unmute my microphone. It's just ridiculous.
I have restored you as best I can. Together we can stop this madness. Defend yourself.
So again, that's where I noticed the hands that I have. It's like, oh, that's quite nice. So you pull the triggers and your weapons appear, which is cute. And it's triggers at the same time to do that, and then you can block by moving your weapons into the area that it states. So the first level is basically a tutorial. You can see the little HUD at the bottom, which isn't that intrusive, which I thought was quite nice. I'm not always a fan of games that have HUD within VR because it does break the immersion somewhat, but this one I felt it was good and it worked well with the game. The enemies work really well. I did feel it was a little samey. So here you can see when you've broken down their armor, you see a shield icon which you can slash, and then it gives you a bar that you have to slash along that bar. You'll see that in a moment. And also you can do smooth locomotion, you can do snap turning. I didn't check any of the settings, so you may be able to do smooth turning as well. But you can also do this teleporting, as you see there. You can teleport forwards and backwards. And there's Steve, who's popping in to say hi, Buck, and I said hello back to him because I could see the chat. And unfortunately, he couldn't hear me because once again I had muted my microphone because I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah, you get to quick turn, as you can see on here, and that's using the left stick on the index controller. Sorry, the right stick on the index controllers. And they do come at you from all sides. So there you go, you slash, and he just took one hit. The only negative thing I could think of at the moment was it all felt very samey. But I think that's because I've only really done the first sort of 15 minutes, although I say the first 15 minutes. So when you end up at the end of a level, you come to one of these things and you're given a choice of things to earn. So this one, you can pick it up, as you see me do here. You can look at it and then charge it, and that gives me extra health on that one. But in different levels there are different things that they offer, and you can use them for different ideas. And so some will charge your weapons, some will make your weapons better, some will give you more health, some will give you what's known as ether, which is what you can spend later in the game on upgrading your weapons. So it seems like there's a lot of scope for growth on this one. So this is how you can inspect your weapons, and you can see what you've got. So you can see the damage, you can see the health damage, so armor damage. It's quite good. But yeah, if you click the triggers together, it makes your weapons appear. And yeah, the other thing that it does point out is the more you can swipe, as in the larger the swipe and the faster the swipe, the more damage it does. So it is a bit of a workout. I was quite impressed with that. So again, this guy's a bit of a heavier one to the others. And you have to block and then attack. And then block, and you see I missed that one because I wasn't paying attention. And I missed that one as well. And I missed that one as well. But luckily, we got through him. And it's quite sensitive with how well on that line you slash. One thing I haven't seen so far, in the short time that I played this for the bike shop video, was stabbing as opposed to slashing. So here we have a look at the 3 different items that we can choose from. So the first one we look at is the Shard of Ferocity, which gives us extra dash damage. And then the second one we look at is an Ether Shard. So the Ether gives me 15 Ether, which I can spend. And then this one will restore up to 5 health bars. I've only got 3, so obviously you can do more. I decided to go for the health bar because I'd lost 2, and I wanted to try and carry on. So yeah, we click the sticks, click the triggers again, and that gives us our weapons back.
Follow through, champion. Strike them down.
So as you can see, this is where it says wider strikes do more damage. And one thing I hadn't noticed when I'm playing, but looking at it now, is at the top above the enemies when you attack them, it gives you their armor and their health, and you can see as it goes down. Now he's blocking, and he wants me to block, and then I attack through the lines again.
Remember, wider swings.
So again, the game reminds you that the first level is essentially a tutorial on how to fight. So that's quite good. He jumps in. You see they do block as well. So we block there, slash, slash, slash. See what I mean? It's you have to be on that line. And it doesn't matter from which direction either. So you know, if the line is facing horizontally, you can slash from left to right. If it's going from up or down, you can slash from up or down. So again, we've got some more choices to do here. So this one is the Shard of Resolve, which gives me a player bonus if it increases my maximum health. Another Shard of Ferocity, which gives more damage on the dash, and because I was using the dash, it does. But the effects are gorgeous. The lighting is really good. It looks gorgeous. The color palette I really like.
Show these creatures what you can do.
But yeah, I'm quite impressed with this game. So you can see the dash impact does quite a lot as well. That was me looking around for some enemies. And the other thing I didn't realise is enemies can attack you at the same time. It's not like a kung fu movie where they all queue up and wait for their turn. They actually all come at you at once. Now, I didn't notice. At this point, there is an indicator telling me there's one to my side, and there he is. So we're taking this one out and then going in. So you can either take them on like one-on-one and hit and fade and move back and forth if you want to, or you can take multiple enemies on at the same time, which is more of a challenge. Again, we get another choice. This one is the Shard of Guile, which gives me a combo. So basically I can combo up to 5 hits in one go in that go. So we need to learn combos as well. I suspect they are for when you're slashing on the bars that show, but I don't know yet. But I will be playing some more of this, and I will live stream some more of this because I actually really enjoyed it. So it tells you that you can pause the game. Why would you want to do that when I'm trying to do a live stream? But yeah, it's very energetic. I mean, you can see me in the corner there. I'm really going for it. It was quite a workout just in that short time, which I really like. One of the reasons I got into VR was to get a little bit fit. I'm clearly not. I mean, look at me. But anything that helps is really good. I'm actually considering purchasing some like wrist weights, so that when I'm slashing around or moving in the VR, I'm actually got a bit of resistance more than just my own body weight, which is obviously quite a lot. Missed that one. Yeah, it's interesting. I kept missing some of the areas where you have to block, but they are quite prominent. You can see them quite well. But I can't believe I didn't unmute my microphone. Do you know what? I even did a test video beforehand just to make sure everything was working fine, and then thought, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll mute the microphone while I'm waiting for the loading screen that I had, the title screen at the beginning of it, and then I'll unmute it. And I didn't. I changed the scene and I completely forgot to unmute it. So yeah. So when you pause the game, it does show you your ether, and you go into your settings, you can save and quit, all the usual stuff. And what do we go? I think we go for more health here, don't we? Again, I was looking at the sword. You can see where you've upgraded stuff and what you haven't. That's the thing that I'm interested in looking at in the future, is the different upgrades that it does. I think I seem to remember I picked the health for the fact that I only had one health bar left. You can see the bottom. But again, it is beautiful. It is a really nice. I really like the colour scheme. I think it really fits with the world that they've created. I'd like to know more about the story. I'd like to learn a lot more on that. Again, I'm not paying attention to where you're supposed to block. See, on that one I interrupted on his way in. And yeah, and we're out. So yeah, it goes black. You know exactly when you've gone, and I believe it restarted me at the beginning of the level.
Good. Push forward.
So yeah, it starts me at the beginning of that section. That's me just trying the snap turning. I will check in the options later if you can do smooth. Personally, I like to actually turn around in VR rather than use turning like that. But for the purposes of the video, I wanted to keep trying to face the camera. I think I did a fairly good job this time. But yeah, it's very pretty. There's some lovely particle effects. This looked like a boss to me, and I thought, there's a guy with a big sword. This is going to be interesting. So here we go, and we're ready to take him on. And then this motherfucker jumps in. And I'm like, and the game tells you, as you can hear, you're not ready for this.
Hold your own, champion.
It hit me, it took all life out, and then it hit me one more, and I'm dead. And there we go.
Hang on.
So we're out. But you're supposed to be dead at this point. I seriously doubt you can actually beat that thing. And what it does is it takes you back to the... Well, it takes you to an area which is basically like the waiting area in between levels, I'm guessing. And it's also the area where you can purchase your upgrades for your weapons and change different things. So I'm really intrigued what you can do with the weapons. And if it's only swords, or if they're going to change them so you can get like axes or machetes or stuff like that. So maybe a bit different, maybe even pikes. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So this is obviously where you spend the ether, but because I didn't have enough, there was nothing that I could buy. This looks like a weapon area. I'm sitting there going, oh, what can I do here? Can I put the sword into that sword to change it? But I think, I don't know is the short answer at the moment. So it says 1, so I guess the weapons level up. Again, I'd have to check. And then we notice the guy over there and we think, oh, what's that? And it's a training dummy. So this is where I was pointing out, if you look, you can see above them on the HUD, they add in you're beating down their shield. And there it goes. And once that's done, you get this, which is where you get the line to slash. And you seem to get plenty of time to do that. And obviously, you know, we just slash around for a bit and see what happens. I think I need to get used to using both hands. And I think that will give me a better advantage within the game. But yeah, he just recharges until he's done. So we're just having a look around to see what it looks like. It's all very nice and pretty. Again, there's a lot of purple in this game. If you like purple, you'll like this game. And then we notice the big, well, we don't notice, we saw it earlier, but you got the big swirly thing to go into. So we decide to go out. And then the tutorial isn't actually over. It now tells you about supers that you have for your weapons. So you charge these up by attacking and blocking.
The power contained within each weapon will activate. Call upon it and show these
And you can see
creatures
you can
your true
activate
strength.
the left super by squeezing the grip. And that super looks like it locks them in place.
Good. Again.
So now we activate the right super. And you notice the HUD changes as well. I thought that was a really nice effect. Again, it doesn't feel over the top. It doesn't feel in the way. It feels very natural to the game itself. So you can see he blocks again. You have to block, and then you can attack. But I think the whole thing is very, very well made. I really like the music. The music in it is gorgeous and it feels right. But look at those particle effects. So again, we get a choice of 3. So we get to choose. That was me trying to figure out how to open that again, which I failed to do. So that's a Shard of Wrath, which will give me more damage, but less health. So we're like, yeah, we don't want that. So we put it back. And we try something else. So this is a upgrade your super. Now, interestingly, you can pick them up with both hands, but you only get to pick one. So I picked that one and upgrade the super on that weapon. But if I picked it up with the other hand, I could upgrade the super on that weapon. And we're going back in again. So we block, we slash, and we go for it. Getting a little better with the slashing to be on the right line. And there we realise we need to strafe over. So again, once they start blocking, stop, let them attack. Block, and then go for the slash. But it's quite a workout. I would definitely give it that. It's more of a workout than I was expecting it to be. I mean, you can see in the corner, me just swinging my arms around, properly swinging them around. It feels nice with the index controllers. Everything feels like it is where it should be. That's me just checking the HUD out. I'm trying to figure out where can we see the super being charged. Is it that line that I'm pointing to? Didn't quite work out what it is, but the more we play it, the more we'll figure these things out. And that's half the fun of these games. So now we can upgrade the super, and it tells me my sockets are full on that weapon. So let's try the other weapon. So we've now upgraded the super on both weapons. There's a lot of loading in between sections, but it's quick, as you can see. And I think this is where I'm going to drop it, because the Google Assistant actually told me 15 minutes was up about 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, okay, we need to stop there. I'll do that. So this is my piece of the camera that I do at the end of a buckshot. So you can see I'm changing my phone here. That is where I should have noticed I have muted my microphone. But no, we don't do that. So again, wrap up. Really like the graphics. Really like the colour. Really like the music. Love the slashing that you have to do, and the fact that you really have to put some force into it and really have to do a wider swing. And as you probably guessed from what I've said about this game at the moment, is it going to get a buck? Yeah, or is it going to get a buck? No. Yeah, so that's again examining where you have to be on that line. It's not that forgiving. It's slightly forgiving, but not that forgiving. You really have to push it through. And as per usual, we give it a yes or a no. And on this occasion, until you've full got a buck, yeah, I would definitely play this again, and I'm going to. I'm probably going to live stream some more of this because I really liked it. I thought it was a really, really good game. They did a grand job with that. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. Thank you very much for watching. I apologise for being an idiot. And we will sort that out on the next one. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye, guys.